Alright, so our opponent is on the play, and we're playing against Master. Didn't we play against this guy when he was in Diamond? Oh no, he went for the dark path. I mean, I cannot complain about this one. Wait, I can. We are in Mythic. We don't need to rank up anymore. Okay, now I can complain. So, triple tenacity. Okay, sure. Let's go Virtue. Challenger is a really strong card. Like, the fact that it can draw cards with like single 1 point, point and click basically, is ridiculously strong, and because it has prowess and it grows, you really want to remove it when opponent is tapped. This is incredibly bad play. I'll be honest, whenever I see Nova Hellkite, I'm always happy with every deck I play. I don't really like this card in this deck. I kinda tried it, and this I think we have to play on curve. I would love to keep Luis for a future, but, hopefully Luis stays. And I love those cards. This is so funny. Like, it gets me every time. So we will try to go for triple tenacity. So every time we live gain, our opponent gets dealt triple the damage. This is the only creature they will respect, because it has live gain. The only thing that this deck cares about. Unfortunate that they had instant ER response. That's not what you want. If we had Cornucopia on the last turn, this would be ridiculously better play. But we drew it on the wrong turn. So we are pretty bad at Magic here. Now we will try to chomp block. If they have enough to pump the Challenger and not lose it, we will probably fall super behind. Which seems to be the case, but there's one choice. Okay, I can respect it. So they expected a block and really wanted to get rid of Tenacity, which is normally a good play, I guess, if you don't have better choice. But here, we have the Shuffler draw. If our opponent knew what we have, they would never go for this play, because they would know that we can just keep replaying it forever. And the Nova will be the problem later, so we just need to get one removal finally for this, and I think we can stabilize. As you can see, they keep, trading. I think one Luis will literally win the game on the spot. So we just need to hit it. We don't need more lands. Let's count. 3... Wait, am I 1 mana short? No, we will have 4. Okay, that's fine. I need to make sure that we get the right mana, and we can go Virtue later. Let's go for Forest, because we only have 1. Now we go... No, Caves, please. Participate. And we need this mana to play. You guessed it! A fair Tenacity, and there's nothing wrong with it. Gain 1 life, deal 2 damage. And this Cornucopia with triple Tenacity will kill them so quickly. Remember this Monument to Endurance? It deals 3 damage per turn, right? Well, this Cornucopia with casting a single color spell will actually do the same. This is a lot of damage, so we now need to tank it with a good Evolving Wilds draw. So we have literally 0 plays, huh? We could go Virtue of Persistence and get Luis. It's a little bit slow. I'm not sure if that will be good enough. We could also draw a card and try to roll. The problem is that we cannot do really anything on this turn. So, I mean, let's play it. At least we can, At least we can stack the Tenacity. But man, this is so hilarious. If we had a normal draw that isn't full lands, we would probably kill them with 1 or 2 spells. Like, 1 Luis deals more than 14 damage here, probably. Let's actually count. 4, 5 damage. 5 mana, right? This is 15 damage directly. So Luis literally kills on the spot. Alright, let's go for the wild so we can get a little bit better draw. All we need to do is draw the right card. I kid you not, that's literally the whole strategy. And we need to survive at least for 1 more draw. I don't think they can deal 12 damage. Well, they might be able to. Not amazing. Oh boy, that's a little bit more damage than I wanted. I thought we have 2 turns, but now we have at most 1 turn. So what we will do is try to get land from the deck. So by the way, look at this. Imagine drawing any of those cards. Alright, we need to be good at Magic, guys. 1 good draw and we win. Can I get a chance to draw something? This is good, but if you have 2 turns. If you have 1 turn, you cannot go for it. I think we go Tersa. Because that lets us cycle cards. Maybe I should keep the land if I wanted to go for Tersa. I didn't think about it. Maybe that was a misplay. Not great. Alright, I mean, let's go. We need to draw something that actually matters here. Okay. Okay, so they cannot block. Okay, guys, I think there is a chance. We need 7 cards, which means we'll play this, shuffle. Guys, I think we'll win. I think we've got this against the Master. And let's go for... I should go for black mana. That was a bit... No, we have Esper Origins. I want to make sure that we have 7 cards. And do we life gain? Yep. 3 damage. I think we can win with life gain alone if we hit right, but we'll just probably win on the damage. Land. I see how it is. That's 6 damage, and now we Esper Origins for remaining 6 damage. That's how you win against Mono Red with triple tenacity. This is exactly the type of game you should always expect. Every single time. And that's 6 damage, and we win with absolute insane style points. I will give good game to our opponent. They're absolutely cool. I think we played yesterday. Or whatever, on last days. And now we get Luis that would just kill our opponent directly. This is a card that they have to counter, or at least should. So hopefully it will... Like, you basically need to trade value cards against, you know, their counter spells and removal, and you need to see who got more of those. Let's just go with this. We don't have a 3 mana play because I was pretty greedy boy. But we can go pretty hard on the next turn. Double blue, so 3 steps ahead. We don't know if they have it, but if they play blue, usually it leans toward that maybe they have it. So let's go for black mana here. Against control, it's always a little bit rough. We will keep this just, you know, in case. Like, they're waiting with a counter spell, but we still need to force it, otherwise they can play something else. Especially on the next turn, to be honest. Let's go for the green mana. What is the card that you know, they care the least? Poisoner is kinda okay. Like, this is a bit of a threat. Like, it's good enough that they want to answer it, but not good enough that we care super much about it. Like, this is obviously not the matchup for the card. So let's see if that's get lost. Or maybe some... Like, card advantage is the worst problem for us. Because, you know, they just have more answers than we do. Tyrant, that's a big boy. What is the play? Esper Origins is such a good card. I don't think we went through the counter spells yet. But maybe we need to take the risk. Because this forces a counter spell, especially on turn 4, when they cannot draw cards. Okay, this is huge. So first, we won't play both. Because they can answer the Explorer trigger. So they can kill it now. We can mill, I guess. Because there's... Okay. So they will get card advantage, but we also get 2 lands. So that's something. And they also need to answer it before our next turn. Or we can get extra 2 lands, which is massive. So they will have to tap at least 2 mana with a get lost probably. Oh, we lost another one. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Play this. Okay. That's kind of nice. We got 2 lands from this play. So we went directly from 4 to 6. And suddenly... they need to make more stuff. However, they are also drawing a ton of cards, which is... Like, control cards are better than ours, so we kinda need to, you know... I don't want to mill more, so we won't crack it. We lost a lot of Explorers. The fact that we milled another one is a kinda unfortunate, but maybe we can go Virtue or Terminus and still get it back later. Let's draw a land. I mean, here it is. We don't have mana yet, but here it is. I think we go Cornucopia. It seems they have no more lies. So it's interesting how we play around it. We could go Esper Origins and eat a counter spell, or just go second Cornucopia and force potentially a not really great play. This is not a main count. That's good. We kinda wanted to bait the counter spell here. Because it's basically a land at this point. Life gain doesn't matter for this matchup. Basically at all. And now they have 5 mana, so this is 3 steps ahead turn. So we don't want to give them one amazing target. This is okay. You know, we still need to play something. Otherwise they just Marang and get super ahead. So I think this is like a good combination of some threat and not going absolutely all in. I mean, this is a permanent. We are doing it for free. They probably have sweepers and removal spells. But we are pretty efficient at it anyway. And I don't think they want to play a sweeper. Because then they will tap everything except 2 mana at best, right? If they don't have a tap land. Like, against control, you need to kinda, you know, try to make every play they make as awkward as possible and hope at some point they will crack. But it's very often a hard matchup for a lot of decks. That's why you have those red aggro decks, right? Because they are so good at answering stuff like this. But you have also Cavern of Souls, so if you really want to target control, you have ways to do it, but there are not too many control decks, so most of the time you just don't want to target it too much. They can fully ignore it, they will not do anything here. And that's a problem for us. So, what do we go for? They know about Virtue, so we probably play it. They will 3 steps ahead it, which sucks for us, but we have to make the play. You hope they don't have 3 steps ahead. If you can trade counter spells, 1 for 1, that's okay for you. If you trade at disadvantage, well, you are falling a little bit behind. If that gets lost, that's fine, we need to go through them. Whale. Okay, that's man. Okay, so life gain suddenly matters a bit. They're down to 3 cards only. Okay, so they will... okay, so they have the answer, they just wanted to be mana efficient and play the whale so they can, you know, hit our beautiful face. But we have map tokens, so Poisoner can just get way better now. Okay, guys, I kinda like this. I think we have plays. Don't counter it, please. Will we play something? No. Which means we can life gain. Like, life gain suddenly starts mattering if they have, like, the whale build. That's not the most popular, but it's a pretty cool one. And they're trying to hit it. Okay, guys. We are onto something. I never love seeing control player draw 3 cards. Like, you kinda want to exhaust them. Like, that's your whole game plan. But now, we are doing stuff. We have 2 mana, so we can go from up. Let's see if that's removal. This is... Man, this is such a strong card. But I think we need to go into full exhaustion mode, you know? Let's make sure that we have some plays here. Luis, that's the card I want. That's the card I want. Unfortunate part is that they sit, but that's fine. And we'll crack the food token in response to them trying to kill Tenacity. They might have an exile effect. Don't forget, Ultima will... oh, yeah. Unfortunate, but at least we can deal 3 damage here. While life gaining, of course. They are fully tapped and we life gain 5. So it's still something that matters. But of course, nowhere close what we wanted to do. We wanted to hit them again for 5, which that means they would be at 9. And then Luis is literally lethal if they don't have a counter spell. That was the play we wanted to make. And as you can see, they're starting to respect the Poisoner. I'm surprised they didn't attack, and that's not great for us. I can spend 4 mana and target it, but they have Anchorages, so, you know, awkward. I think we have to go for Tyrant, man. They didn't have counter spells so far. Let's go Tyrant. This is the play. Counter spell kinda destroys me here. Please, no 3 steps ahead. No, you didn't have it before. Unless they were really patient. Oh boy, they're trying to find it and they have exactly double blue 5 mana. They are looking for 3-step set and this is so massive. I really hope that now they kinda whiffed and they have like 2 cards that are like 1-1. Oh, they hit it. Well, the whole gameplay against Control is trying to kinda go around what they have, but if they have all the answers and, you know, multiple counter spells, you just won't beat it because they have too much to, you know, like their deck is just stronger than yours. You can match it with Cavern of Souls, as we mentioned before. So, you know, you can play around it. We actually have one, but I only included one, I believe, because I didn't really target this deck super much. We can do the thing once, but that's it. I'm not sure how to play it. I think I know how to play it. Villain. They have Demolition Field, so don't get excited. We have one play only. This goes for 6. And this is why Tenacity hit was so important. They also have double authority, so they life gain a little bit. We deal 4 damage effectively. Instant removal, not perfect. If they have no more good plays, I think we can still win. But if they have like a powerful play, like counterspell or card draw, I think we'll just not have enough. So we need to go all in here. Probably. I could try to kill Marank, maybe? Oh boy, do we go for Luis? I think we do. Maybe we go to 10 mana at some point. They have Demolition Field. I mean, this is uncounterable. I don't think it will be enough, but I think we need to use this turn because we are guaranteed to not get countered. And I think that's good enough for us. Flanker, sure. What is the play? Scrying, because they just want a good card. Man, this version has so much, like, specific card though, you know? Maranks, Consults, and also Flankers. But, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Yep, that was the last time when we could make this play. That's why it was so important to go for it now. It wasn't the best play, but it was the best play knowing that we have Cavern for 1 turn. And now they need to still find removal, because Luis can raise this board, I believe, especially that we have some removal spells. So if they whiff on removal here, they cannot deal 28 damage, and they need to be forced into trying to be defensive. And then maybe we can, you know, find something. One last card. Unfortunately, the last card is usually the best, so it will be terrifying what they have here. Down to 13. Bro, they decided to sweep the whole board because guys, if we hit right, we will win from here. We just need to hit the right cards. And Virtue can be the right card. Because it will give us a lot of cards before they find the answer. They have double Anchorage, and this is what they will be doing. Having life gain would be great. We have 3? I believe we have 7, right? Let's not mess it up. Guys, I think we can actually try to win this. And they have found important, so we need to be quick. They are getting so many cards extra per turn that they will get the good stuff faster than us. That's why we need Virtue, because that guarantees 1 extra good creature every turn. We can even bounce something maybe. And we can target the treasures. Guys? Bro, if we will win through the whole control deck, I mean, that's everything I want in life. Like, this is so rough for us, but it's doable. Now we can actually try. Not sure what we'll get from the graveyard. We can we can play double lands, or we can just go for max damage. Alright, we know the next card. It's a good card, but it's not the best card. Maybe we can actually work with it. But it's very strong play, of course. Compared to like Simrip or Land or Authority, and you can see the difference. And they decided it's not good enough. Ooh, that's a big decision. I can respect it, but I'm not sure if that... Man, now we can get the Overlord? They will live gain a ton, but it's 3 creatures. Or we can Marang and bounce Simrip, get the Esper, and now they have no targets. Okay, guys, I need to think. From here, we can win... Wait. It's a Tyrant. This has Trample. It draws cards. Let's go. Because if we hit Tenacity, we have 4 Tenacities. Moment we hit Tenacity, we can directly kill them. And don't forget they're life gaining 2 per creature, so we don't really want to give them too many of those. We need cards, we need plays for this turn. Oh my god, it has to be... Of course it's double land. Oh, when you are desperate, the Shuffler knows it. The Shuffler knows it. That's really bad, guys. That was devastating. We need... This was our turn to win the game here. I will go for this, but we are kind of low on cards as well. It's not great. We needed to drop a bomb here. Exactly, this was the card we needed. Can I draw it? No. Oh man. Terminus can give us creatures every turn, so it's not bad. But I think it's too slow. I think this is what we have. Wait, I can play it from the graveyard. Okay, we can actually do it. I have no idea what the card is. I'm just rolling the dice at this point. Okay, Tenacity, Tyrant. Okay, guys. Maybe there is a way. I think we will draw a little bit weird, but it's fine. They will live gain, but if we can get Tenacity into battlefield, we will just directly kill them. Okay, this is important. We could prepare Cottage or save Tenacity for the next turn when we can protect it more. I mean, this is kinda lethal. Tenacity is single most important card here. And they cannot discard it. I think we just go for this. We could force a Sweeper. This is so close, guys. I want to win this, and I think if I play it right, I will. That's why we are going for it. I want to force a Sweeper. Sweeper still leaves the Tyrant token, so we still can deal damage. They are life gaining like crazy, but if we get them to 0 cards, with Tenacity we can burn the rest. Tenacity is how we win here. No! Oh, the pain. Oh, that's the best top deck of the whole deck. Because now they get 2 top decks. Alright, so now it's all about this mana. They have 8 mana. They need to make multiple plays on this turn. This is like the only limiting factor, but man, the fact that they got stock up is so devastating. We got them to such a bad situation, and this kinda saves them from it. Now they probably have 2 very good cards. And they have tons of mana, so they can spare 3, if that makes better though. So that was really rough for us, but we still forced them into kinda bad spot. Okay, this is important. What do we take? I think they will sweep on the next turn. We could go for... No, we cannot mill cards. No, we cannot mill cards. I think it's Marang or Whale. It's Marang, simply because it gets rid of authorities. This means they need to spend at least 2 mana to replay it, and I think that's what we kinda have to do. We are pretty low on library, so we need to be a little bit careful. No way! We won it! We actually won it against full might of the best control deck in Standard, going through literally every card they had in the deck. Okay, half of the deck, but you get the idea. It wasn't bad draw, we went through all of this, man. And I mean, I think we played it really nicely. No way, we are against our good old friend, Boros Must Pay. And our opponent is actually high ranked, so it turns out that this is a very good player that just, you know, doesn't like Boros. I can never relate to this because this is a great deck. I mean, I played it, but man, 5 hours with Boros is enough for me for the lifetime. I think we go Terminus because we probably want to go Tenacity as soon as possible. We can even go Caves Tenacity. Man, the fact that it gives black mana, look how big of a difference it makes. This is Chorus. So thanks to this, we can play Tenacity. And honestly, there's no way they have Strategic Betrayal, right? They would never. They would never. I refuse to acknowledge that they have the Strategic Betrayal. If this dies, that's amazing. That's kind of the point of this card, you know, to die. I'm sorry, Tenacity. You are here for one reason only. So you can be a great enchantment and you can just, you know, chill on the battlefield. And I'm pretty sure our opponent has the removal and they literally think about the same thing. If I kill it, it's worse. That's why Strategic Betrayal is the only good counterplay here. Otherwise, we are getting the value. Oh boy, that's nice. However, they have Deadly Cover-Up. This is interesting. This player is very good, and which means that if they went for this play, they probably have a way to remove enchantments. Otherwise, it's probably not amazing play, you know, spending 2 cards basically. So that makes me a little bit anxious about using it for like super long game. Okay, what can we do here? We could go for Luis, it's pretty decent. And you know what will be even more decent? Bigger Luis on the next turn. Because if we can get this, we basically get 2 extra mana. 1 from Untapped Land and 1 from Cornucopia. So it will hit for 4 damage more. Don't forget, we do twice the damage. Because we deserve it. I mean, let's go. It's what? 5? So this is literally half-life of our opponent. Wait. Okay, sorry. I need to, you know, crack the Fabled Passage because that's how the land works. I should probably know this at some point. So what we will do is get black mana and do the play that I wanted just correctly this time. Let's go. We can draw cards with Caves. We can also get infinite creatures with Terminus. So Luis will keep entering the battlefield. Sure, let's gain some life. I love how we both, you know, can chill in a non-Boros aggro environment, so we can all enjoy Magic and making plays that are longer than 4 turns. It's just amazing shared experience between us and our good old friend. And here's Honk to make the deck, the day perfect. Man, I was so skewed on Magic already. Whenever I Google something, I instantly add MTG to the end of the search, and I'm like, no, this is a non-MTG topic, you know. All right, guys. By the way, we can just win by attacking, but let's make sure that Boros must pay, but not on this game. You can see how incredibly oppressive Tenacity can be if you don't have the right play. We could attack with Cottage, but why would we if we can just lifelink and deal 7 damage on top of 7? Bro, this Luis literally dealt over 20 damage. So yeah, I'm sorry, my friend. Boros will pay in the different game. Well guys, after literally 2 minutes of queuing, Arena decided that there are no players to get matched with me, and we got back to Master. Oh, this is crazy because you actually keep playing against same people at this rank very often. And it's funny because this guy was in Diamond, so we already played against each other before. So you can clearly see that we're getting, you know, broad here. No target, so we'll go with this. We play the Poisoner. We both know our decks, by the way. Our opponent knows exactly what we play, and we know exactly what they play. And we have a pretty good situation here, so we will absolutely gatekeep our opponent from the rank. I think 1 green should be fine. I will play like this. Before Tyrant we should be able to play something more. So we want to be mana efficient, not wasting a single point of stuff. Let's go Virtue. We need to kill those dirty red creatures. How am I at 15 men? Like, even with life gain, it feels so low already, and we were not hit by basically anything. So what can we do? Poisoner will die immediately. I'm kinda thinking about claim. Especially that we don't have lands. It will give them the burn, but I think we can actually tank it. Guys, I'm playing this against aggro deck, alright? In their face, and they showed that they played Boltwave version, which is the most, like, burny ones. So, listen, it will be epic in some way. So, we dealt 4 damage. Okay, that means we can play a lot of lands per turn. Okay, guys, if we can survive next 2 turns, I think we'll completely crush this guy. But they will have a window where if they're aggressive enough, it might be good enough to kill us, so yep, this will be fun. Do we want to draw a basic land? I don't think we do, because we already have all the lands for the rest of the game. Let's take 1 forest. We have enough basics. I made sure of it, so we can, you know, play a lot with Explorer. Okay, we absolutely dropped this guy. They have no priority. Just so we learn the magic at high level. Now they cannot play anything, even if they have a perfect removal. Land doesn't give priority. This gives priority. This is the first moment when they can try to burn something. But we should be fine. And let's go double Fabled Passage, because that gives us 2 mana. Oh, Tenacity. Oh, I wanted you in my life. And now we will play Tyrant on the next turn. So we'll try to get rid of one of the Hired Crows. This will be close, but I think we've got this, guys. We'll mill a lot of cards, by the way. It's fine. Virtue gets better, you know? And maybe we even hit Terminus or something, if we want. Let's go black mana. We have tons of black cards and we'll multi-spell. We also have a nice 2/4, you know? So, let's get rid of one of them. I don't think they can push toughness beyond 3, so this should die. And we have food tokens, so the more mana we have, the better. And they have very low value spells, so even though they are drawing cards and dealing some damage, it's usually 1 or 2 damage. Their highest hit is probably Nemesis for 3, which we kinda want to dodge. And we need to get into Louis gaming, because then you can life gain so much every turn that even if they hit the right cards, they just cannot keep up with, you know, all the life gain that you have. And it keeps getting harder to attack you because you have like 5/4 lifelinker, so they need to spend all turn just to kill it. Sure. Right? Sure? Yeah, we have Tyrant. We already got all the value. If they use a burn spell, I'm happy with it. So of course they can burst lightning, but then we tank 4 damage already. I could see this not being the best play, because you can ramp indefinitely, but I honestly think we have enough already. And we can even kill it if we want. Okay, how much do we have? Bro, we just go Tyrant, come on. There's no way they are beating this. This is a chunky dino in your life, and it will be here forever. That's why we have it, by the way. It gives card advantage, gives life gain, and that means it will be so hard for them to kill you. Yeah, so the best idea for our opponent is just to literally hit face, but as you can see, we made the deck to make sure that we have surprising amount of 7 drops together with Virtue, so the damage stacks very quickly. They need to go all in, burn all the cards, and hope it's enough. And it isn't. And this was such a fun game. And as you can see, we played the claim into literal aggro deck, and we can just outrace it. Alright guys, we have 1 mission, and 1 mission only. We need to hit a land. We have 25 of them. We drew 2, 23. And with this one, exciting 22. We are basically at the end of the game closely. Let's go for black, because we need double black for a lot of those. Do we show the color? We don't have double green stuff, so we might. And this will be an interesting draw. I think we still need to go for the claim, even though, you know, this is an aggro deck, so this will be a bit terrifying. Let's go. But they have pretty cheap stuff, and we have a really expensive... By the way, we just dealt 7 damage for 3 mana while drawing cards, and our opponent, I think they dealt 0, right? I think they drew starting. Well, that's how we do it. And of course, on top of this, we got removal. Because why wouldn't we? We deserve all the best. Wild right. Impressive. Our opponent played a red creature and gave it haste to smash face. Never seen before in standard. So we could of course go for Tenacity, but this creature is terrifying. You have one turn to kill it, or you lose the game basically. You don't want Slickshot and this in the board. Slickshot alone is terrifying enough. And let's see what we can hit. We have tons of life gain. 2. That's actually their most expensive spell in the deck. But I think we can make it work. One of the cool things is that even if you play against aggro deck, you get more cards and you have tons of life gain. The problem is that they have this and we didn't draw Shoot the Sheriff, which is an absolute misplay, of course. Good player would always draw removal. By the way, we are winning at life total against an aggro deck by simply playing Claim. That's what we do. However, our opponent is going really, really hard with casting spells that hit face. Impressive. Impressive, and that's 16 damage. Oh, sorry, that's 20 damage. Guys, I think that I absolutely got outplayed. By the way, we hit Virtue into something that costs, what, 4? So 11 damage for free, and our opponent will just play Slickshot. And I think that's great, because this card costs 0 mana and just kills you instantly, moment you don't have removal for 1 turn, and I think that's great. That's great. This game was so on, but we didn't hit Shoot the Sheriff, so of course we deserve to lose. Alright, we're going first, and let's see if we can hit some aggro decks. Okay, this might actually be very interesting. Because we can start with Poisoner, we get some food for later, and this Poisoner will be a key to this matchup. Let's start making food tokens. This is super important, and we'll go into 5 mana as soon as possible. This could be okay. They don't want to... You know what? This is super important. Because Lewis has some ridiculous synergy with the Poisoner. You can swing and get the life gain. I know, crazy. But then you can play the Poisoner and kill whatever they have. Oh, but they know. Oh, that's the problem. Now they know. Okay, let's go. You brave, bro? They have to block, to be honest. Otherwise, we get such a good deal that they really don't want to allow it. However, we have great ways to do it again. And again. And again. So I'm pretty sure we'll get it anyway. It's not amazing to be showing that we have second one. As you can see, thanks to them seeing this, they made a different play. So, you know, it's fine. But we'll get them, man. When Poisoner hits, it's so strong that it's not even fun. Oh man, we have so many ways to kill them. I think they will scoop soon. Whenever you cast a spell. So we can just kill it for free. Amazing. We gain 1 life, which means we deal 1 damage. And that's all you need. And as you can see, that was the whole game, man. We had removal and they couldn't play stuff. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed some Louis Pompous Pillager in your life, along of other plays, and we have tons of synergies that we didn't really showcase in the games because they are so quickly over, but there's more to it. However, let's start with our absolute legend for today, H. Smith, one of our veterans on the channel, and my friend, thank you for all the wholesomeness through the months, actually years by now, so I'm so happy to see you on the channel still. And yeah, this deck is for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for being part of it, you know, the channel thing. That's really appreciated. And what about the deck? I told you there are synergies. Well, for example, you can use Esper Origins to just stack something on top of your library, so you know, you can use the claim and just hit the right card. And we made sure that we have some, you know, some chunky boys here with Virtue of Persistence, that is 2 mana spell with converted cost of 7, and Tyrant, that is just 7 mana dinosaur with converted cost of 7. So this one is not a biggest surprise, but you can do some serious damage, and especially that we kinda race our opponent. So we are both drawing cards and losing life. However, we gain life, And we also have ways to drain our opponent out of life while replenishing ours. So we specialize at this racing, especially with Tenacity. You can deal so much damage while also making sure that you sustain so you can survive next turn and the next turn. So the idea is that this will kill your opponent faster than you, but of course it depends on the draws. This card is kind of crazy, so be careful with this one, but it makes for a very exciting game. So I hope you liked it. And with Explorer, of course, you have kind of unlimited lands played from the graveyard, so that's why you have Cryptic Caves at some point, and with the Explorer you really quickly have those 5 lands, so you can activate this ability for only single point of mana and basically draw 2-3 cards per turn by just playing lands and sacrificing them forever. So pretty cool stuff. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it was very fun, and yeah, thank you to all the patrons that cared enough about the future of this channel, to join, to help support those videos. Really appreciate it. And if you, dear viewer, wanted to help and shelter us, not from ghosts, but from the evil YouTube algorithm, it really makes a difference, so really appreciate for everyone who did this. You can check out the Patreon, we have some cool stuff there. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, see you tomorrow, and remember, you're awesome. With